Hey everyone, we are back. Welcome back to another episode of the That's Where podcast. This podcast has been on fire. But today's guest, matter of fact, I'm going to let him introduce himself. But let me just say this. It's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. I think that is a backdrop song. Can we insert that? So, all right, listen, guys. I want to say thank you for coming back and tuning into another episode. It's very, very important that you guys continue to give your feedback, share your thoughts in the comments, and let us know what you like, who you want to see, what you don't like, right? And also, today's podcast is brought to you by the Student Loan Doctor, my brand. So the Student Loan Doctor helps you eliminate, eradicate, and really get your loans forgiven. I mean, we're doing some amazing work, particularly 2022, 2023. We have helped, I would say, clear about $10 million in student loan debt and counting, right? And so we want you to be a part of that number. So make sure you check the show notes for information on how we can help you. All right, so Runway Billionaire. When did you add the billionaire part?
Once I got the million.
Oh my God. All right. So I was like, was it always billionaire? I want to be respectful.
Yeah.
So Runway, you and I have known each other for a long time. I think we tried to put a number on it.
Yeah.
Maybe like 8-9 years.
All right. So yeah.
Yeah. I think we're going into maybe 10 soon.
Almost a decade.
Yeah. Wow, look at that. So here's the thing. What I always appreciated about you, and I don't know how to say this tactfully, but Runway, you are the definition of pivot.
Got to.
Like, you've had like 10 career lives in a loving way. And he's always successful in all of them. I want to be very clear on that.
Yeah.
So I do need you to introduce yourself, but don't skip those successful careers that people, because somebody's watching, it's like, no, but he do tattoos.
Yeah.
And they might not be up on today.
Yeah. Well, so what's up, y'all? I am Runway Billionaire, and I'm the person that I take whatever I'm doing and I make it better. I started out as a tattoo artist. That was my first career. Made my first $1 million with that business, but I got tired of being behind the chair and I got in search for more of a passive way to do things. I started to get into the digital marketing space, which allowed me to create a lot of revenue, and then I started investing into long-term wealth, and that's pretty much where I'm at right now.
So we got to get in. Are we okay to talk numbers?
We can talk numbers.
I got to ask that question. So on the show, I do want guests to talk numbers as much as they're comfortable, because there's somebody watching you that's going to aspire to be like you. And I think that if they hear numbers and these numbers are real, right? It gives them hope that they too can have the same.
Absolutely.
So that's our goal today. So, all right, Runway, you did tattoos for how long?
Yeah, so I did that for 15 years.
That's a long time.
It was a long time. And I got to the point where I actually done that for so long, and I was like I had this idea. It was like, man, I'm doing this. I'm good at this. I'm hardworking. I had no problem doing the work, but I'm spending a lot of time away from my kids.
Right.
What is this going to look like when I'm doing this for 20 years, 25 years, 30 years? And I'm looking at those people that have done it for that long, and I'm looking at their life that they have. And for me, I was just like, if I don't pivot now, I'm going to die behind this chair.
Yeah.
And
I remember when you talked to him about it. I remember, he does, what I actually really appreciate about him also is that he does everything with urgency.
Yeah.
So when you and I had that conversation, I'm not going to lie and say this to you, because we're taught to not say anything.
Yeah.
And of course, not negative, but I was afraid for you.
Yeah.
Because you were so radical when you started talking about it. I'm like, leave tomorrow?
Yes.
Like in 24 hours?
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm like, what about the kids?
Right.
And I know that you're wise. It was just like a shocker.
Yeah.
And then what was the thing that you transitioned to right after?
So I transitioned to more so, it was a bit between online marketing and then wholesale and real estate. So that's where we kind of went to. I always, you hear about real estate has created the most millionaires. And I was like, well, I want to be a millionaire again. You know what I mean? Or I want to attain, long-term wealth. So that was a goal. And then I was like, man, everybody kept coming to me, was like, yo, you know how to market.
Right.
You know how to market. And you know how it is. Like, people come to you and it's like, girl, you good with these student loans? And you was like, I'm just kind of okay. Like, I remember you in your early years, you was like, no, I don't think I should be charging this, because the Lord told me that I should just be doing this. And then
I still didn't hear the Lord say,
that it should be free.
For free. I never heard that.
So that's kind of how it was.
Right.
And I pretty much like that light bulb come on. When that light bulb come on for me, I feel like the best things happen is when your back is against the wall. That's why I move with that urgency. And I was like, I was just like, if I can just match what I'm doing tattoo wise, then I can still tattoo while I'm figuring out what I want to figure out. I just didn't go cold turkey. I was like, listen, if I don't have time to focus, learn, and develop the skill set to be able to do what it is that's going to take me out of here, then I'm never going to do it. So I literally just went and I cut my days in half. And I was like, yo, instead of me working Monday through Saturday, I'm only going to do Wednesday to Saturday. And I'm going to take Sunday, Monday, Tuesday and focus on learning, executing, and learning that skill set. And that's exactly what I did.
And I think, again, why I know Runway to be super successful, I feel like you and I have a lot of things in common. Like when you get an idea, you are passionate about it, you lock in.
I lock all the way in.
You off the grid.
Yeah.
And I'm the same way.
Yeah.
And I pray that never changes. There are things that I'm literally learning, developing now, because what I believe when we're talking about additional streams of income, I like to stay in my gift, right?
Yeah.
So this is my gift. And then I like to branch off.
Yeah.
So let me give you a good example. I was literally saying this to someone that's important to me this morning. I say, you're talking too much about how you want to get all these multiple streams of income. Yeah. I said, I'm going to give it to you to fuck real. We cuss on here.
Yeah, okay.
I said, and you know this person.
Be weird if we did.
Yeah. And so he looking at me like, I said, my nigga. Excuse me, guys. I was like, you don't even got one stream streaming.
Dang.
I said, this how it should go. Yeah. Stream. But this one's still going. Yeah. Stream. Yeah. This didn't stop. Yeah. Unless you made a conscious decision to cut that and put it all into. I said, but you're trying to spark a fire in every direction and nothing's catching. Yeah. So you're feeling frustrated. You're feeling like nothing works. You're not feeling like you're talented. And he's one of the most talented people I know and very, very intelligent. I said, it's because you're 33 everywhere. Like, you're not 100% in. Absolutely. Can you give something 3 to 6 months? Really 6 to 12. Yeah. If I was being polite. Yeah. For 100%. For some maturity. Then can you take it here? Yeah. And you let them branch and feed off of each other. It's very rare that people can go into a hard radical change. Yeah. Unless they were building, like you just said, and I don't want people to miss that, you was building a whole nother skill set for the other days, the 3 days.
Well, I'll tell you what helped me build that. What helped me build that is, like you said, the streams got to be streaming. When I looked at my tattoo business, I had multiple streams inside of my tattoo business. So I had tattoos. I was like, okay, cool. Like, I can only tattoo one person at a time. Like, God only gave me 2 hands. Like, hell I'm going to do. You know what I mean? Then I was like, okay, cool. We got to add piercings. You know what I mean? I got to add another stream. It take less time, take longer to set up than to do the piercing, but it's a high value. Like you can do them high value. Like they could damn near make more than what I'm making per hour piercing. And I was like, I could hire somebody else to do that. You get what I'm saying? Then we got aftercare. Every time somebody leave out the door, they gonna ask me, what do I put on my tattoo? Instead of sending them to Rite Aid, CVS, Walgreens, or something like that, how about we just supply them with that? We keep the money in house. Then you got merch. So I was already used to the streaming. You feel what I'm saying? Before,
that's how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, before I even went into something else. And that's what allowed me. I said, yo, you know what? If I cut this, I have to add these things. You feel what I'm saying? So I can still keep what I was making. You get what I'm saying? Or if I make this sacrifice, I know that it's going into something that's either going to replenish what I already have and it balance out. You get what I'm saying? Or this is going to hit how I needed to hit, and then I'm going to be able to cut more time down. And that's eventually what happened. I only did 2 days. I did Friday and Saturday.
Okay. I want to take a quick break, right? When we come back from this break, it's very, very important that you get into what a day-to-day looks like for you, for us. Because one of the things I admire about you is that you are successful. And I feel like, and you could be lying, but I feel like you're also really successful with your personal. Yes. With being a great dad and now a husband, right? Yeah. And I think that's like that's 3 whole. And I also feel like, real rap, y'all, I feel like he's excited about being a husband. I feel like you're more excited about your wife, and she's been down for you for a while. Yeah. Now that you're a husband. With love, I'm saying that. Yeah. Because I would see her on the page and a little interaction, you know. But then when she became your wife, and there might be some psychology to that because you're a man, right? Yeah. That I want to understand as a woman, that I feel like you got like a newfound, this is all perception, like new love or new passion for her. I can't explain it.
Yeah.
And again, I don't have a lot of time to study you or your page, but I'll be like, it's a little different.
Well, one thing I will say before we go to break, the bag is different.
You might even appreciate because the bag is different. So it might allow you to love a little harder.
Yeah, a lot harder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Love on each other. You know what I mean? Take a little more vacations than you know what I'm saying? That
is true.
You know,
These post
do some things that you wasn't doing. Yeah.
These pictures are different.
You just stay down until you come up.
I like to hear and feel it. All right, so we're going to take a quick break, guys. Stay tuned because I need you guys to hear about what it looks like to manage millions and be successful in your personal relationship.
Let's go.
Oh my goodness, guys. I'm super excited to tell you about the best company in the land. I just happen to be CEO, the student loan doctor. So listen, guys, we are affectionately known as the first African-American and woman-owned student loan repayment company in the country. We are here to help you manage, eradicate, and get your loans forgiven. Now, there are so many changes that are happening with student loans at this time. So if you are not tapped in to our services, into our products, into our classes, please do immediately. There's information below that's going to give you more information about our company and how we can help you. But here's what I'm going to tell you. This student loan work doesn't work unless you work. Student loans can't be forgiven unless you're putting yourself in a place to be forgiven. So check us out, learn more, request a discovery call if this is something that you need to tackle by 2023. All right, guys, so we are back. Thank you so much for coming back after that commercial break. Commercials are very important, darling. Sure. All right, so listen, Runway, we got to get into your morning routine. And I used to think that when people asked about this or tell us your morning routine, you see those memes on Instagram, I used to think it was bullshit.
Yeah.
But I realized as I'm getting older and I need to be more disciplined and I want to be super successful as possible, a morning routine is like crucial.
Yeah.
You have one?
Yeah. So I got somewhat of a morning routine.
Okay,
so I'll say this though, like, cause some people they be like, yeah, you gotta get up 5 a.m. and gotta shower. I just
you're a late night teacher like me, so that's not
that's just BS. So like my morning routine is like get up when I feel like it, but no, like basically definitely gotta make sure that the kids get to school. That definitely helped with the morning routine because I get up. Yeah, I mean they get them energized, make sure they fed. So that's a part of the discipline. Like I can't send my babies to school, you know what I'm saying? Not right. So then once I get that, I already got it going. So now it's like, all right, cool. Let me meet with the team. Let me brief for the day. So now my stuff doesn't have to go into the next day.
You meet with your team every day?
Every day.
At what time?
10 a.m.
But they don't all work at 10 a.m., do they?
Yes.
Oh, they do all work at 10 a.m.
Yeah,
because you have a nice size team.
Yeah, meeting with the team. So we come on Zoom. Everybody turn their cameras on. We stand in, and we just might be just going over what the play is for the day.
So that's called a scrum.
Yeah,
I just learned.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we scrumming.
To my team that's watching.
Yeah.
Next week we're starting scrum meetings.
Yeah.
So I think that daily, what's the plan for the day is so important and people don't realize that it is.
Yeah. So we start off Monday is like our weekly like team meeting, like get everything that we go out. You know what I mean, what we got going on. Like we got to turn it up, turn it down, turn it around. Like what do we got to do this week? And then just making sure that we got those daily check-ins to make sure that we hitting our KPIs and we on schedule. Instead of
KPIs for the people?
KPIs is key performance indicator. So that means like if the math ain't mathing, we not waiting until Friday where everybody ready to clock out, go home for the weekend to look at the numbers. We need to.
You have a daily goal in your business, I'm sure.
For sure. Yeah.
And what happens if you just don't meet that daily goal? Just curious.
So like I tell entrepreneurs, business owners, like whatever don't happen in your business as far as goals, like whether it's good or bad, it's all your fault. So you can't blame a team member for not hitting a certain KPI. What did you do in the training? What did you do in, you know what I mean, in your process? Did you not communicate the right way? Did you not do enough training? You know what I mean? When we look at companies like Chick-fil-A, sometimes they get better service than some of these 5-star restaurants. Why? Because in the 80s, he invested millions and millions of dollars in training. So whereas though he was like, yo, I'm not going to be around and I know the type of results that it's going to have.
How often are you giving your team feedback?
I mean, they get feedback from the task, like, you know, and it's not so much bad feedback. It might be good feedback. If they knocked it out the park, good. Also, you know what I'm saying, having a bonus structure to make them hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like we humans. So if it's something that we could get a little bonus and if we, you know what I mean, if we put our best foot forward, then, you know what I mean, I encourage that. I don't mean just, you know, drop the bag on them, but you know what I'm saying, have some type of structure like, yo, if our goal is we doing outbound calls or we doing inbound, whatever our process looks like, and we hit 5 people this week, and our goal is only 3, but we hit 5. It's like I'm taking everybody out to lunch type thing. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody gonna get a bonus, or that means somebody made a contribution to the business that made our efforts, you know what I'm saying, count. So
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you this. How are you measuring, because this will change for everyone that's watching that is a high earner. How in this season are you measuring success? So
in this season, how I'm measuring success is really by my family. Like, you know, I've worked so hard for so many years, and I got to the point where it's just like, dang, like I feel like I'm finally enjoying the fruits of the labor, like, cause I put a lot of labor in, so we got a lot of fruits. But sometimes it's just my fruits that I like, you know, when you're working so hard, you got these goals and you got this stuff in your mind that you like, this is what I want to achieve. But you know, your spouse or your dad or your mom, your kids might not, they don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? They don't care that, oh, dad did $100,000 or dad had $1 million month. Like that. Yeah, they don't care about that. But, you know, I was driving in my Lamborghini, and my son looked at me like I first took him for a ride, he wanted to drive in the front. And he said to me, the things you do for the family, Dad, to make the family happy. And it does. And like for me.
How old is he?
He's 9.
Very insightful.
Yeah. So for me, it's just like, dang, like, yeah, having a Lamborghini is cool, but having your son recognize your efforts.
You know, these 9-year-olds know about these cars.
They know about these cars.
So my goddaughter is 13.
Yeah.
About to be 13. No, just turned 13. And the way she is excited about that Lamborghini and Neil's Lamborghini, I was like, what were we doing at that age? I don't remember liking cars.
Yeah, I remember, not a Lamborghini though.
I don't remember cars period like that at that age. I think it's so interesting.
It's crazy. But that was like his dream car. So it's just like for him to be able to be inside of something that he's like, Dad, like I want a Lamborghini when I grow up. And for him to be like, oh, we got a Lamborghini in the garage. Like, you know what I'm saying? And my son like, Dad, can you drop me off at school in my Lamborghini? So it's just certain things like that, he's
a cool kid.
He's a cool kid. You know what I mean? So that's how I measure success. Like, you know what I mean? What, from the labor that I put in, all the hard work, all the sacrifices, how is it benefiting me and the ones that I love? How is it putting me in the best position? Like, and then also like how much freedom and mobility am I able to have? Because if I had to, you know, let's just say I had to make $1 million, but you know, I had to stay up 24 hours of the day for 7 days straight. It's just like some people be like, yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm like, no, I'm not cool with that, because I had to compromise sleep, my health, and all of those things. So
and time away.
Yeah. So that's pretty much how I measure success now. As long as I can have like my family in tune with with the things that I'm doing, which I feel like I've got better at now, because I done had $1 million month, and it was one of the worst months of my life. And some people wouldn't understand that, but I had that.
$1 million month was one of the worst months of his life. That's deep.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to use that for clickbait.
Okay.
All right. So listen, let's transition. I have some questions to ask you on the personal front. So one of the things I think this podcast is going to really be unique and will stand out about is I feel like this podcast is touching a new content that you don't see. And if you know of one, tell me. I don't think that there's a podcast that you or I could go to really know, hear, discuss relationships at this level.
Yeah.
There's a few people talking here and there.
Not consistently and not going deep enough.
And I think we should. Because one, as an interviewer, and this is the first time I've ever put myself in this seat. So hilarious being on this seat.
Right.
Like, am I supposed to talk now? It's important to me to ask questions that I think will help me grow. And then someone watching, they're probably like, I need to know what I'm getting into.
Right.
Because I want to say this as a woman, and this is a gift and a curse. Making a lot of money is a gift and a curse.
Oh, for sure.
I am happy because I know what money can do and does do for my family and my friends and myself. It feels like a curse sometimes because, I mean, literally, and these is like these low thoughts. These is like these $1 thoughts, I call them.
Yeah.
It would be easier. And I say that with such heaviness. I'm being serious. It would be easier to be average. It would be easier to make a certain number. I don't want to offend anyone. Well, I'll say what I used to make. It would be easier. It was easier when I made $60,000 a year.
Okay.
Because there was and I had to keep it real. There was an expectation I had when I dated at that number.
Okay.
That he was going to carry it, whoever he was.
Understood.
In this season, because I can be more generous, I don't know how sometimes to flip the generosity switch off. And not that I'm cashing anybody out. Yeah. But I don't see anything that's a problem. You just got
an abundance mindset.
So him 500 said, and it always stuck with me. And I don't even know if he made this quote, but he didn't branded it so well. If it is a problem that money can solve, you don't have a problem. When I saw that shit quoted, I said, shit, I ain't got many problems.
Right.
Because I could probably go fix it.
Yeah.
You know, there's things that I would desire to do around my mama home and my home. Yeah. There's some money to fix that.
Exactly.
I'm going to be doing some shit to my body soon. It's going to be money to fix that too.
Let's go.
Now, you might see me in the gym.
Right.
But you know, let's just keep it a beam. Yeah. Like your flabby arms won't magically be unflabby. They'll be flabbier if you want to keep it honest. The more weight you lose. There you go. Somebody got to take this fucking skin off.
Yeah.
That's a problem that money can fix. Solve.
For sure.
All right. So if you see me changing, mind your motherfucking business, okay? Yes,
come on now.
Right. So I say all that to say, like, there are good problems, I feel like, when you have money and you're dating to marriage. Yeah. And one of the things I think you did that's very wise, I would like for myself to have, you got to find your person.
Yeah.
So as of today, you are married. Forever. That was a joke. I wish he would say as of today. So he's married, guys. So but I knew we weren't married though, and I don't ever remember you being a creep. So praise God for that. You know, because there were certain men that it was just Jeeper creepers.
Yeah.
You were never one of them. Actually, you know what's funny, and this is going to be the realest compliment I could give you. Well, I don't know if it's a compliment. Actually, we'll find out. I don't ever recall ever thinking about you or a few others about what y'all did with y'all personal life. In my mind, y'all would celebrate reading business books. If you was out here fucking, who knew?
Who knew?
I never heard anything about you in a bad way. Never heard that you were like, hoe or, but this is all pre-marriage, right?
Yeah.
So that's a compliment because most times when men get some money, they are running.
They outside.
They outside.
Yeah.
And not that anything's wrong with being outside if that's what you want to be.
Yeah.
But I don't remember like hearing your name and a few others. So whatever y'all was doing or not doing, that was good. You should write a book on that.
You should write a book on that.
Character. That goes to character.
I'm super big on that. And I think like, it's not a lot of girls that be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I had an opportunity to deal with Runway on this level, like on a personal level. Like, all right, you know what I mean? We dealt on that level, but on a higher level. And when me and my wife, we've been together for, you know what I'm saying, for a minute, but when we got together, to be honest, that was my first time like setting boundaries. I was like, yo, this is what I got. This is the only way it's going to work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I already had kids prior to her. Yeah. I had baby moms, and I was just like, you know what? I got to draw this line right now because I can't, like, if somebody is going to accept what I come with, like my baggage, like, you know what I mean? I got to, I guess I got to accept some of their stuff, but I gotta have some shit straight. You know what I'm saying? And I feel
like you had foresight that life was about to change.
Oh, for sure. So
you probably need to have that conversation anyway.
Because I know I lock in, and you know what I mean. I gave her that, and she, I offered it to other women that I was messing with. You know what I'm saying? Prior, and she was the one that took it serious. You know what I'm saying? Like she was the one that was just I don't understand what you're saying. I overstand what you're saying. And we was able to build because I was just like, it's no point in me wasting time, you know what I mean, with you if we can't build what I see today. You know what I'm saying? We can't build the family. We can't build the legacy. It's no point of wasting my lifetime doing that with somebody, investing my time into that.
Right.
You're not investing equal to me and we not going nowhere.
And I will say this. What do you think you can impart some wisdom on? If there's a woman that wants to date a man of your caliber, what are those qualities? I'm going to ask you a few questions in that regard.
Okay.
Let's help that woman.
I'm nervous.
I want to say this. Well, now y'all can't be trying to date him now. Like, she's a little crazy, okay? Permission to cut him. So here's what I want to say. And I want to make sure I say this in a very respectful way. we need women that can be supportive.
Yeah.
Every woman doesn't have to be a girl boss.
Yeah.
And every woman shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Like your skill set might be to be nurturing and to help you thrive to make those millions. Because you just really, I'm a firm believer, you can't just do everything by yourself.
You can't.
Somebody got to hold down the household.
Absolutely.
Somebody has to help you be a great father by interceding when you can't, if you're on that goal chase.
Yeah.
So what does that woman's qualities look like?
So I feel like for sure, like the communication got to be in sync. Like when I talk about, I made $1 million in a month and it was the worst month of my life, is because I made $1 million. Like my wife let me grind it out, and then she was like, yo, I feel like you here, but you're not here. I didn't communicate about the, like, hey, babe, I'm about to go on this run. Yeah, I'm about to go. I want to do and again, like she don't care about the money. Like she know how I am. I'm more so about hitting the goal than the monetary. But if I set a goal, she know I'm gonna go after it and I'm gonna chase it down until I hit it. But my communication could have been better. And for me to do something and hit a goal like that, that's supposed to feel good to me. And I didn't communicate that with my partner, and I got her feeling like I'm like
now what am I here for? Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like we here, and then like I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing my part. So I say the communication is super big. You definitely got to communicate. Y'all got to be on the same page. You get what I'm saying? Definitely patience. You know, sometimes we want things to happen a lot faster, you know, and don't wait too long now, y'all. I'll tell you that, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause you ain't got time to be waiting for somebody to get their stuff together. But you definitely got to have patience in a process, because it took me to get to a level of maturity, you know, to understand, like, you know, how to be the person that I am, be the man that I am, just like it took her some time to be the woman that she am. So it just took patience, and it took patience for us to figure out how to put that thing together and make it the domination that it is. And then also, you gotta be willing to put in the work, like, and not just, oh yeah, like, oh, I don't feel like him, or I don't feel like her today. Like, no, you gotta feel like it all the time, because because it's another job. And if it's temporary, then it's only going to be convenient when it's convenient for you, and it's only going to be the good time. So one thing I could say about my wife, like, man, when we was in a 1-bedroom apartment, like, we still carried it how we carry it right now. And there's not a lot of people who feel that way, you know what I mean? And that's how I honestly knew she was the one, because she was like, I done bought some YSL bags, some Chanel bags, and she was just like, I mean, it's cool, but you know what I'm saying, I want to go eat. I want to go out to dinner.
It's quality time. It's
quality time. That's her love language.
Yes. Yeah. I feel like that even for myself. What I was saying in another episode that we taped, like, when I make my money and I hit my goals, I want to close this laptop. And I want to go decompress.
There you go.
We could go work out.
Yep.
I really want to get away from outside with drinking. Yeah. Because before the pandemic, I was about maybe 20 pounds smaller, and I was hitting my goals with exercise. And one of the things that was not included in that was alcohol. Yeah. And then now I feel like I put alcohol into a more social space with me.
And I think that's just a level of growth, because, like, once you obtain a certain amount of money, and I don't know who this is for. I don't know if y'all feel this way. All my people who earning, you know what I mean? All my earners who watching this. But once you get a certain type of money, it's like you just want to do some of the normal things, or the low touch things, like, yo, I just want to go out to eat. I just want to go, you know what I mean, take a vacation and just chill. I just want to go bowling.
You feel like people recognize you now in the world?
Yes.
How's that go? And you're
yes. Yes. Hey, y'all, listen, if y'all see me out, just say what's up.
You don't feel like all the fanfare?
No. To be honest, like,
what do fanfare look like for you?
Fanfare looks like for me is when somebody comes up to me, I'm with the kids, they fanned out, and I'm like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean? I say what's up, and then they just don't know how to just walk away. They got to continue the conversation. I'm with my family.
Now, what's the conversation about, though? Like, about what you're helping with?
It could be about anything. Like, the one thing that I love about social media is that we have the opportunity to, go live, create a product to somebody's solution, and be able to change their life. You help somebody, I saw, get $100,000 cleared from their student loan. that person is gonna love you for life.
Gratitude.
Like if she see you,
well, I've been seeing some lately, and y'all have to know this about me. I am not a hugger.
Yeah, boy.
Only person I hug is my mama and my man.
Yeah.
Or my dog.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
So these hugs, they make me freeze up.
So being in a situation where I done help somebody change their business by helping them market, helping them get some money for credit, whatever the case is, like, got them their first high limit credit card, got them 30, 40, 50,000. Like,
that's a moment.
They like, I get to see you right here, right now. And for me, I'm not in that mode because I'm with family right now. And to my fellas, like, you know what I mean? Some of y'all, they just be a little
men
extra.
on men fanfare. I think it's the most funniest thing. Women,
like, to my guys, I rock with y'all, but sometimes they be
you need a wrap it up box. You ever see that?
Yeah. But no, it be all love. It's just that sometimes I think that the excitement be so much that they just like, bro, I gotta get this out my system because you can't do that through social media. Mm-mm. Yeah.
Yes, it come across weird.
Yeah, but I see people all the time. I be in different states and people be like, yo, and I'm like, dang, I guess this is why billionaires tone their stuff down. So
I had a very particular medical procedure. I won't say what it was a few years back. And somebody had the nerve to want to go into student loan doctor mode. I'm like, is this a violation of HIPAA? I was like, ooh, girl. I was like, this ain't that time.
This not the time.
Because I don't even know how to be that person in this moment. You know what I mean? All right, let me ask you this. So now let's give some new advice. So you're actually doing a segment. It's an informal segment.
Yeah.
And I think it's because I've been really interviewing a lot of men, but that is my network. You guys are going to see a theme here. Oh my
Come
God,
on now.
Girlfriends. No, I don't. So I'm telling you, I always get along better with men because it's just more easier. It's not a lot of emotions.
Yeah.
Like it's just too much.
Yeah.
So what I realized is what I feel like I'm learning about me in this season is I am very cautious with who I really want to have real life conversation with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't, everybody doesn't wish you well.
No.
Some people are just trying to talk to you to compete with you. You don't even know y'all competing. It's just weird.
Yeah.
So, all right, let me ask you this. Let's give some new advice. So, okay, act like you're giving me some.
Okay. Here we go.
Actually, I may have talked to you 1 or 2 times about something personal.
Yeah.
I know sometimes I get personal with Boone. We'll have this real moment. It's so funny every time we see each other. And then Newt has helped out with a little bit of advice here and there. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Neo. So let's give some advice. If you were talking to someone like myself,
okay,
what advice would you give a high earning woman?
Yeah.
About dating or going into marriage?
All right. So
someone take these notes.
For one, I would just say, just stay who you are. Mm-hmm. Because who you are is probably going to attract the right person for you. I feel like just what's going on in the world right now. We got a lot of female that want to take on the men role. Like, oh, I'm the woman. I got the bag. I don't need a man. It's just like, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Yeah. Two household incomes is better than one. Yeah, I'm just tell y'all that right now.
I when that motherfucker song, turn that shit off. I don't want to hear nothing about nobody being independent. I am in my soft era, and it makes me cringe when these girls be rapping and singing about them. I don't need it. Yeah, sis.
So I just and again, like no pun intended to those who are, but I just feel like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you can just be 100% you, and the right person would, be able to do that. Also, man, put that shit out into the universe. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like you got enough reach. You know what I'm saying? What she say? Hello, somebody. You know what I'm saying? Who is somebody? You gotta, just like I manifested the million, I manifested the billion.
Okay, true story. One of my best friends is a guy. He said to me, I don't even want to talk about this with you. I said, he was very dismissive. I said, you have never dismissed me before. Do you have to go or something? Yeah. And he said, no. He said, because anything you put your mind to, you accomplish. Yeah. He said, it's crazy. You just say something, you go do it. He said, you get the Lamborghini, you did it in 30 days. He said, if you put that effort into a relationship, he said, we would be not having this conversation.
But but I understand where you coming from. I was having this conversation. I was like, it's not easy. Like with me and my wife, like we have moments where we built to where we are right now. It's hard to trust somebody, and it's hard to just open up and just give every part of you. And you know, you gotta worry about the finesse. You gotta worry about so much stuff. It's very, very hard to be a high value person and just open up to somebody. And you're scared of opening up to the wrong person and possibly, you know, tarnishing your brand, your name.
If I'm
So
if I'm dating someone, it's just like, you gonna think I don't have no home. Like, did she live in a hotel? Did she? Because I am just that.
Did she live in a hotel?
I told somebody that one time, I was like, I'm in transition. I said, and whatever I said, it sounded so good. I think they believed it for a little bit of time.
But
yeah.
But it goes back to setting your standards and your boundaries. I think if you are clear about that as a woman, no matter how, you know, who she thinks she is, how it comes off, like you're just being upfront and honest about what you desire as a woman and what you will. We all got to have some non-negotiables. Other than that, you'll be dating somebody that's just around and you just having them around just because you lonely and you want to have a good time. You ain't got time for that. I need somebody that's coming with this type of energy. And if you can match this type of energy, then I can maybe entertain you and maybe this can go somewhere.
Right.
So I feel like if you set them boundaries, somebody gonna come to the table like,
and it's
girl, they're going to be like, I've been waiting for you.
And you know what's funny? It's not that people haven't.
Yeah.
Let me see, what's today's date?
They take a little time.
Like, this is my podcast, right?
I love this for her.
Can't we edit this part now?
Yeah.
No, it's a lot of people that want to be at the table. And so what's funny is, and I say this so humbly, I don't got that issue.
Yeah.
Even when I was like 100 pounds heavier, I did never have an issue with that. I think though what's funny is in this season, the guys that I'm dating, they look similar but different. It's just hilarious to me.
Oh, you probably gotta pick them different. You probably gotta switch it up.
No, I like how they look. I'm like,
she said, no, I like how they look.
6 foot. I'm short as hell.
Yeah.
My neck hurts.
Yeah.
I'm like, when did I start dating? So it's funny. So there's a thing that's happened in my life I didn't call for.
All right, so can I ask you a question?
No, wait a minute. I ain't never had this happen before.
Can I ask her a question? So what?
We can edit this, right, team?
Yeah. So what does the ideal, successful, happy relationship look like for you?
Great question. Just had this conversation in therapy. No, true. So for me in this season, I can tell you, loyalty.
For sure.
Runway am a little crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking like the one that talks about crazy. Ooh. I'm like too smart crazy.
Okay.
Like mess up your whole life, you know, make a few phone calls because, you know, the bag got to support the phone calls that you make.
Yeah.
And then now, you know, you can't none of you get your name.
Okay.
The point I'm making is if somebody's not loyal, I'm nervous about that because I'm loyal.
Yeah.
So I would, let me tell you one of my worst fears. I don't want to date somebody and be a public success and a private failure.
Got you.
Meaning I don't want your dick and everything.
Yeah.
And you on the ground with me.
Yeah.
Or you outside with me moving around, but your dick and everything.
Or your mentees is looking at you like.
Or you fucking the mentees.
Yeah.
Like we just gonna keep it real. Like,
yeah.
And I remember I had someone I dated and I don't think it happened, but the spirit told me it could, and I had to cut you off of what the spirit said.
Yeah.
Whatever you gave.
Yeah.
That's why we ain't dealing, sir. If you watching, like, because I can't have you around with that little it feel like a film is on you, like sticky.
Yeah.
I can't do that. So it got to be loyal. And I don't even need you to be ambitious in this season. Fuck ambition. Okay. I need execution. Ambition don't pay no bills.
Yeah.
Like for me, if you're telling me you're going to operate a security firm, or you tell me you're going to do trucking, or you tell me what steps did you take today to go do that?
Yeah. And
if you don't have anything to, you're lying.
Right.
And you won't hold me up in the process. So it has to be execution, has to be loyalty.
What about the bag? That's what we want to know.
You know what?
What they got to be making?
No, I hate to answer that. Oh Lord.
Ooh, that's weird.
It is weird. So funny. This is probably one of my flaws. This is actually a flaw. I never think about anybody's bag every day but mine.
So they don't gotta be like.
No, they gotta have some money, but I don't.
Okay,
I never ask the man. I don't. Shit, I know they doing well by what they're driving, wearing, living.
Okay.
There's things I can measure, but I think and this gonna sound so fucked up out loud, but we just keep it at me.
Okay.
Sometimes I lose touch with what people make.
Okay.
Okay, let me say this wisely.
That's not messed up.
I can't perceive anymore what it's like to make $5,000 or $6,000 a month.
Got you.
So when you ask me how much they should make in a month, there could be a great man that's really good with his money and his investments.
Understood.
That's making 6 or 7 a month.
Understood.
And it could feel to me like he made 40.
Okay.
I don't know.
Right.
And I don't want to count somebody out.
You don't want to be a hypocrite.
No.
Yeah.
Because one, I don't know what that feels like anymore. So
Right.
I just couldn't even want to say a number and then be like, damn, I don't have a chance with her, you know?
Yeah.
And then the other thing that's important to me is if you have children, this is very important. I actually prefer to date a man with children. That's radical.
No, that's
Why? Because I know what the fuck I'm gonna get into.
yeah.
See, the thing is, if you don't have a child, we are really playing Russian motherfucking roulette. I gotta look at how you are with some nieces and what if I had that to draw from. And, and you could be a great man.
Until a child come into play.
Yes, I've seen it. I'm scared about that. I've seen it maybe 10 times over.
So is it any like children in the future with this student loan?
Yes, if I'm married.
Yeah.
So let me say this. I don't know if I've been
can it
married
be
with
like
the government.
first time? Is it be like first time married, your first time having kids, his first time having kids, or he gotta have kids?
He can have a child or two.
Okay. All right. Cool.
It's so funny. In this season, I've been dating men with kids, like motherfucking football teams.
Okay.
I didn't know why the little
you want them to have their practice already.
I didn't say I
already.
wanted these men have it. Now there are other skill sets that go with that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I like them. I don't know.
Yeah.
They had a lot of practice. I don't know. But the reality is, I also feel like, for me, I think that because I didn't have the greatest relationship with my dad, we are going to have a great father, daughter, father, son.
I love that.
It's like a non-negotiable. So if I see that you're shitty with your kids, I will dump you. Like, because you're not about to set me up for that. And I know I am a businesswoman and I am, but personal, I'm a 3 and I could be a little needy. Like, can you make my tea? You know, like, can you? And I can turn into a little baby sometimes. And so therefore, I know I need a man that's okay with that. Yeah. And that's not, a lot of men aren't, but I do attract nurturers. So I haven't had a problem with that.
I threw them my alley oop. Y'all better take notes.
This is the most I'm ever let somebody interview me, child.
Put her on the hot seat.
Well, I think it's cool to hear this conversation about me because I don't let people into my personal world. That's good, really, because the fuck they ain't got nothing to do with so long. Yeah. Like, what you gotta know about my life for? Did you send it that PSLF for him? Like, and then also I don't want to attract men for the wrong reason because I want to be very clear. I don't necessarily wake up thinking about dating. This segment is important to me. Yeah. But I am also thinking about some fucking money. Like, let's go. 9 times out of 10, I'm thinking about some fucking money.
I think now, 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, I was just being nice. So I said 9. Now, if I am interested in someone, I'll make them work. And you will work with me because you see I'm on a goal here. Exactly. And I want to know about your goals and how I can lean in.
How important is that though for because I know you say you're a little needy. And you all about your bread. How important is it for your spouse to be involved in
my stuff?
Like in your business, like to
very. Like what I desire is what's going on here?
I'm asking good questions.
Like, no, it's you know what? You will get cut off if you don't show up for me.
Ooh.
Yes, and that's what's happening.
I feel that same energy.
I am a woman that has projects. So I will not think like if let's say I'm dating Tommy, I'm not thinking about asking Tommy for bread. That's just probably not going to happen. I will ask Tommy for time and his time will help me grow or sustain the bread. Case in point, these are $300 nails. I'm not lifting no shit. I'm not reaching up high. I'm not getting on a ladder. And yes,
I'm not changing no tires, no brakes.
I'm not doing that. And I don't even want to go to the tire shop because that tire shop is probably going to lose me what I would make in an hour if I was at home. You take the car, babe, to the tire. Now, when you get back, it's going to be some good food for you.
Gas in it.
You know, little head, whatever you need.
Yeah.
You know,
no fake Tommies in the DMs. No fake Tommies in the DMs.
But I cannot be at this tire shop. That right there just gave me anxiety thinking about me being at motherfucking Pep Boys. Like, why would I be there?
Understood.
And then let me say this respectfully. You want this to go to Pep Boys? I come in looking like a fucking breath of fresh air, and you think these niggas is not...
Beyonce just walked in the Pep Boys.
Every time I go to Pep Boys, I'm getting a motherfucking discount. I'm smiling again. I'm saying motherfucking tone. Well, what can we do?
Yeah.
I've never paid full price.
Yeah.
I never forget somebody was dating got like real mad because, you know, you get the receipt.
Yeah.
I meant to throw this shit out. It was my money, but it was on a principle. Why this $100 off? Why this? And I don't even think.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that was the discount.
Yeah.
But people don't get discounts.
Yeah.
So now he thinking I did something for the discount.
Oh,
no,
man.
I just asked you about. No, I might use some shit like, how's your day, King?
Yeah.
Ladies, write it down, King.
Yeah.
Dress him by King. So yeah. No, this is a good conversation, but I will say this. We'll close this part out. I think that what's important here, let's capture all this moment. For me, when we talk about showing up, for me, like physical presence is so important because it is something about at a live event, at a speaking engagement, at a podcast, at whatever, knowing that he's there. Like that I will be my times 10 self if that love is present.
Ooh.
If it's not, I'm gonna make it do what it do. But I've been in situations where I've spoke and I saw his face. Yeah. And then now
I feel that. Now
I know. And then if you really and if you really dope and you really loyal, I it's like when I love you and I fuck with you, I'm thinking about some shit to make you just have a dream come true. Like if you say some shit to me like, I always, wanted to go to the Bahamas and swim with the pigs. I don't fucking know. Yeah. Like, we're going to go next week. Yeah. That might have came off of some extra money that came in because that day you made sure that the fucking dinner was warmed up. Yeah. And you might have delivered some good dick. Like, I don't know. You never know what could transpire. Yeah. And then now
we might be in Maldives or something.
So now we're with the pigs.
Yeah.
It's because you went in the paint. You know, it's important. Yeah. Take notes, people.
So they gotta show up. They gotta be groomed, smelling good, and y'all gotta be present.
I'm gonna do a whole episode on colognes and perfumes.
Oh, like men. Like this is my top 5. Yeah, that's good content.
Because
men, this is my top 5.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna talk about this for 2 seconds. My perfume is $500.
Yeah.
So
that's at Baccarat?
No, that's $300.
Okay.
That's by number 9 Greenwich Village.
Okay.
That smell like Baccarat, but one fragrance up.
Yeah. I know about that.
So when a man walks past me, if he know what he know, he gonna know that's probably some money.
And you gonna know.
Well, I know that's great. But if he catches it, we already going to have an understanding about some shit. Yeah. True story. I walked past this guy in 7-Eleven. I had to get some money at the ATM. Ooh. He said, "Damn, you smell like I can't afford you." Ooh. I almost spit my juice out because I was like, wait, what? He said, "I know I don't buy the fragrance you buy." Yeah. He said, "I'm not in your same line or something." Yeah. I said, "Well, just curious." So whatever he told me wasn't a bad one. Yeah. He said, "I'm not even trying to hit on you." He's like, I can't even afford you.
Cordy.
This is like a message from the Lord or something. Yeah. So what you spray on you, I think is important. Your watch sets a tone. When we say, all right, hello. When we say hello, this is an intentional statement because we're going to set this motherfucking conversation off correctly.
100%.
Yep, we're going to add little accessories for you if you need it. Now, I'm not always accessory down, but that's going to set a tone. I believe what you drive, and this is all if you're trying to make a point to the world, right? Yeah. What you drive is going to set a message to the world, 100%. Right? I'm getting out this lamb chop. I'm not coming to fuck the play. Yeah. You might think I'm on TV. Are you on TV? Because they can't fathom.
What do you do?
What do you do?
That's my favorite question.
Yeah, what do you do? No, or sometimes as a girl, it's a shame. I get, who are you married to? To the money. Yeah. Okay. And they look at me like a person. So, but all these things are, what are we saying to the world about ourselves? Yeah. And I know that when I go out and I want to communicate a message, We're going to drive. This motherfucking dress is expensive.
Talk to me.
So now if I'm outside with this dress, we're going to set a tone with the dress.
Absolutely.
We're going to set a tone with the shoe. We're going to set a tone with the purse. We're setting a tone so that if you don't meet that tone as a suitor, you should be uncomfortable coming to me as a suitor, right? So I think these things are important to have conversations about. No, it's not always about what you wear or drive, but I know that I didn't go buy the $500 fragrance for fun. Yeah, it's other ones I like that are cheaper. Yeah, but this is a fragrance note that if you know, you know. And when I hug you back, and that Creed. Now that Creed gonna do a little tingle. Absolutely. Now I have to take you serious now because you're an investor of yourself. Absolutely. Maybe the booster got it for you. I don't know. You might want to give no booster. That's not good for the Lord. But I be like, how do you teach a class on that? Like that's a class in itself.
Yeah. No, I think standard. Yeah, I think you should, and this is for everybody who's watching this. I think that you should always set the bar as high as you possibly can for yourself, whether that's your looks, how you present yourself, how you smell, how you dress, how you carry yourself, your mannerism. That's the stuff that's going to speak volume to people, because every time they see you, people only got one time to meet you. One impression. One time. The first time they meet you is how they treat you. That's what I firmly believe. So everybody that meet me, you meet me, I'm always full of energy. I'm always having fun. Right. And that goes back to like, I don't really like do suits. I do hoodies and all that. But when I step out, Runway's going to step out.
You come out down.
Oh, I'm going to come. I'm stepping out.
Call you if we get a power outage.
Yeah.
All right. So last thing, tell us what's next from you. Like, what can we expect as we close out 2023? What can we support you with? I feel like you're creative. Yes. At heart. So you come out with things that, that's always ahead of the trend, if you will. Yeah. So one of the things that I'm working on right now is, and this is just me personally, anybody who want to get on this wave, come on, like y'all can get on this wave. One of the things I have, like you said, multiple successful businesses that I built, from real estate, trucking, digital. I took everything from brick and mortar to click and order. But one of the things that I'm focused on right now is actually buying businesses, building them up, and then flipping them, because when you got to start from scratch, you got to do so much. So I'm just like, shoot, let me go just buy an e-commerce store that's already making money. I'm making money on day one. Let me use all the marketing knowledge that I know, built this business up, and then just go sell it for double-digit millions. You know what I'm saying? Do that every 3 to 4 years, and we good. Somebody else I know is doing it too. I won't say his name, but yes. Yeah. So that's one of the plays that I'm focused on right now. Everybody might not have the bag or the expertise to do that. So another way that you could do that is it's called digital drop shipping. So it's basically we create these digital products. We learn how to market these digital products that fulfill a need in the marketplace, and then you pretty much make money hand over fist. You make the product one time, and then you go ahead and put it out there. That's what I love, y'all. So yeah, digital products are life.
Digital products are life. That need to be a t-shirt or something.
That's good. Right there now.
Yeah.
Just give me $1. Yeah. All right. So Runway, we are closing out. Yeah. I thank you for this episode. I think you gave a breath of fresh air, excitement. Yeah. I think we talked numbers. Yeah. Somewhat, sort of. Yeah. That's okay. What I appreciate about this podcast, I feel like we got a little bit more knowledge about who you are.
Thank you.
Because I think you are always ready to go and sell something. Oh, now he still could sell something from this episode. Look at your show notes. But I think it's important that, again, there's going to be another runway of some sort. Yeah. Might be trying to come up in the game now. And these type of episodes help that person be like you. Yeah. If not better, right? And I think it's so crazy. Like, when you and I started, I have to leave you with this. We really started in the fucking paint.
We did.
Wasn't no AI. Yeah. No motherfucking ClickFunnels. It wasn't that. No text or code. Right. It was, now DM me right now.
Yeah. Manual.
Okay.
Manual.
Tommy, I got it. Yeah. Susan, did you see it? Yeah. Like, the way that you can make money right now, I be like, what the fuck is people sleeping on?
For sure.
And I just get really excited about business all over again because of all the new stuff that's happening.
I do too. It's definitely an everyday excitement.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think technology is helping it out.
For sure.
So, all right, guys, we have another successful episode in the bucket. Stay tuned. We got a lot more to cover, a lot more people to interview. Some solo episodes are coming up I'm excited about. And I really just want to do I don't know how long these episodes are going to be, but I want to do a whole conversation on fragrances. This is important to me.
You got to do it. We set the tone here, so you got to.
Yes. And I need people to receive these solo episodes with love.
Yeah.
Because I want to have hard conversations to help people grow.
I love hard conversations. I feel like the more you know yourself, the more you grow yourself.
Like when I told people they couldn't use paper plates.
Ooh.
That was my first time going viral outside of something student loans.
Ooh.
Now you can use paper plates. I just said it shouldn't be your primary plate.
Yeah.
But nobody heard the word primary.
They can't double their plates up. It's
What I mean is, if Michelle Obama came to their house right now, you're not serving her on a paper plate.
Nah.
So I was telling people in this season to up your plate game.
Yeah.
Get your real white fine china.
Yeah.
I don't even want you to have.
We got gold forks and stuff.
Real gold forks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a mindset when you eat with your gold fork.
Yeah.
Of course he has gold forks. It's hilarious. And I go buy some.
No, I really got some.
I believe you.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Because you're going to, and again, you can have a paper plate, y'all. I got kids. Cool. But on Sunday dinner, can they get a gold fork?
Yeah.
Can they get a white plate?
For sure. That's
what I'm telling the audience. So it's a mindset to have fine china. Yeah. And most people that's going to be watching this is in their 30s and older anyway. Yeah. Your ass needs some fine china.
Your ass needs to level up.
I don't want to see no color plates.
Yeah, I think that, and I'll say this, I don't want to take up too much time, but I think that you have to get into a point in your life where people have to re-meet you. Mm-hmm. The stuff that's so weird, with when I go around my family and my friends, they treat me like old Runway. Yo, bro, let's go out. And I was like, I don't really want to go to the club unless I can buy the club. Mm-hmm. And it's so weird because it's such a disconnect because I've changed so much, but their perception of me haven't changed so much. And
your family hasn't reintroduced themselves to you?
No.
Really?
They still be calling me sometimes
You know how my family reintroduced themselves to me? Let me say how I made them when I moved to Florida.
Yeah.
I can't explain
So moving did help. When I moved, it did help because it was he not around the corner no more.
Right.
So when I moved, it did help, but it's just that it didn't click.
So you know how you had that boundary conversation with everybody else?
Oh, I definitely, you gotta have that with your mom too.
Oh, I did.
Oh yeah.
I told her, I said money don't grow on trees. I couldn't wait to hit her with that lie. I heard it all my life.
Yeah.
And, she hit me with a little sarcastic heifer. She's gonna say, it's digital for you.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
All right.
And I said, it's payroll for you.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna be retired, but you're gonna be on this payroll.
Facts.
Yeah.
Everybody
needs grandma.
ERC deduction.
You too.
You too, kids.
Yeah.
Right.
You too, wife.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody got help out.
Maybe that's another conversation. If y'all want more episodes where we talk about how I
structure the family,
I'll
bring it back for that.
Where they tax free. Then we can.
That's a good little pilot.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We love and appreciate you. We will see you on the upcoming episode of the That's Real podcast. Make sure you follow, like, comment, subscribe. And I'm really in these show notes. So remember, comment with the love of Jesus. Be constructive, but be honest. And until then, we are hoping that all is well. Peace and blessings. We love you guys.
Love.